Hey guys, it's time for episode 11 of the 6-8 Western Full Auto Podcast. And for this podcast, I was kind of coming up with some ideas. Kind of wanted to focus on the cartridge itself and its versatility. And it just so happened that Reloading Weatherby has just uploaded a video comparing the 270 Winchester to the 6.8 Western and whether or not you need to upgrade. And of course, I'm saying, yeah, of course you do. But I think what is interesting about the 6.8 Western, and of course, both cartridges can do very well on almost any animal in the lower 48. And but when Winchester and Browning came out with this and redesigned it from the 270 WSM, and wanting to push those heavier bullets with a faster twist, you know, that's fantastic. I mean, and it does a great job of it. I've got some of the bullets that I've been playing around with just lined up here. It's got the 270. There's the 175 grain there. There's a 170. The saw points I've done some work with the 170 ballistic tip as well, and it shoots really well out of my Seekins. And then I got the 165 ABLRs, and I just did some work with the 155 LRXs, which I'm totally impressed with. 3,057 feet per second. That's great. And this is the 136 that I loaded a little spicy, and I haven't got a chance to test them yet, so we'll see how that turns out. And then of course I have some 130 trophy bonded bullets from Federal, and they I think it was out of my 20-inch barrel I shot them. I haven't shot them out of my new gun yet. And they were traveling right around 29, just under 2,900. And I don't remember what I loaded them to. I don't think they were that hot. So I'm sure I'm going to hit 3,000 feet per second out of a 24-inch barrel, which isn't really going that fast for them. You should be able to get 3,200. So if you want to push them a little bit. And I mean, so that's going from 175 all the way to 130, but you could also get 120s, 110. Just to throw something out there, I was thinking if you were going to go down to 110 in the 6.8 Western, you'd probably want to go with a monolithic bullet rather than I think Hornady has a SST or something like that in the 110s, or BMAX, I think it is. With that 1-in-8 twist, I don't know what it would do to the bullet, but if you had that longer copper bullet, that might actually work better in a 1-in-8 twist anyway. So it's just, I mean, there's all kinds of versatility with this 6.8 Western, and I just don't. And plus, the other thing too is depending on what barrel length you have. I have a 24-inch barrel. You can get the Browning X-Bolt long range, I think it is, and it's got a 26-inch barrel, which is going to really push these things, another 50, 60 feet per second faster. But, most people do, you like to find some velocity, but you also like to find the accuracy to go with it. So you just got to play with everything, make it work. But I do like velocity, speed kills. And that's why I was really happy with that, the LRX loads, just because that's what I'm planning on using on the bear hunt here coming up. Not this weekend, which we had planned, but the next weekend. So, yeah, I just think there's a ton of versatility. There's, you can try different powders, 4831 SC. You could probably go with IMR 4350 with the lighter bullets, would work just fine. So that's kind of what I was thinking about for this episode, is just kind of what the darn thing can do. I mean, it can do just about anything. From varminting all the way up to shooting elk easy, moose. So, like I said, I think I made a comment on Reloading Weatherby's channel after that video, is like, the 6.8 Western is probably the most versatile round other than maybe the 30-06, if you think about it. So um, I just think it's fantastic. And if you're a hand loader, I mean, it's pretty much limitless what you can do. You know, it's it's a really good round, and you've got a good gun that shoots good, and you like playing around with the powders and the seating depth, and don't play around with seating depth too much. I try to keep it simple, unless I'm like my PRS guns. I shoot the factory ammo because it shoots it great. I mean, yeah, maybe you've seen some of the videos. The 108s out of my 6 ARC are shooting half-inch groups. So I've got some 107s loaded up for it, but just because it's cheaper with hand loads. But and speaking of the 6.8, I haven't even loaded up anything in those 80G brass yet. I'm still playing around with the Winchester and Browning stuff I got. So I'm pretty sure I could safely push this stuff even a little harder. So with that brass, so yeah, it's going to be fun to mess around with. Even the 145 ELDX is. The book says I should have got 3,060 feet per second with those, with 60.1 grains of 4831 SC, and I got right just under 3,000. So a little off on that, but there was absolutely no pressure signs at all. So I'm pretty sure you could probably push that obviously a little bit too. So, um, and the thing about the factory ammo is Winchester and Browning pushed that stuff out of the factory. It's right up against the limit. I mean, most factory ammo seems to be, it's always a little slower than the advertised box stuff. So, but this stuff is either as fast or faster in most cases. Like the Silver Series, they were 25 to 30 feet per second faster than the box advertised. My ABLRs I had one that got up to 3,011 feet per second, but they were probably, the first groups I shot were averaged 2966, which is just a hair under the box. And then the next time I went out, my average was about 2,075 or 2,975. So that was just a little over the advertised. So it was right there. I mean, 2,970 is exactly what those ABLRs were averaging, basically. So they got a good powder. I'm still thinking it's the Stayball HD is what they're using, since it's a Winchester product. But I think the Mag Pro or the Magnum would do just as good or better, and might be a little more accurate, because some people have had a little trouble with accuracy with the Stayball HD. But it just depends what your gun likes, I guess. So that's pretty much it on what I was going to talk about with the cartridges. But leave a comment down below to see what you guys have been playing with. I've had people email me their results and send me messages with what kind of load development they're doing, and it's pretty amazing what's getting done out there with it. So the other thing too is there was I think I talked about in the last one. I'm pretty sure about Bear Creek Arsenal, at least in one of my videos, and so I said, we got to get the 6.8 Western Army out. That was in my last podcast, I guess. And I think a few people did reach out to him. I called him and I talked to a salesman, and I said, is there any chance of this happening? And he says, well, I'm never going to say never. I said, so, the old saying, so you mean there's a chance? And he said, yeah, I mean, it's possible we could do something. So, if you guys are out there and you think this is a good idea or not, just leave a comment. But also maybe if you think it is, give Bear Creek a call. And like I said in the last video, let's put a little pressure on them to at least look at it and see if it's something they might do. Because I told the guy, I said, Bear Creek is trying stuff that's different that nobody else is doing. And whether you like Bear Creek or not, they're innovative. their stuff is better than you think for the price. You think you're getting, or the amount that they charge for things is pretty cheap. And some people have had bad luck with it, but I've seen other guys that are getting easily sub MOA groups with an AR, and so they can't be too bad. So anyway, it'd be kind of interesting. I'd like to try one of their bolt guns anyway, just to see what they're like, because it's kind of that tactical look and everything, and you could really throw a bunch of stuff on that forend, whatever kind of bipod you wanted on it, and forend grips, hand stops, whatever, just because you can, So that's kind of same thing with that's kind of like that. Just reminds me, just because you can, because it's like with the hand loading. And when I loaded those 130s up, I had somebody comment right away that, why are you doing that? It's designed for heavy bullets. Yes, it was designed for heavy bullets, but that doesn't mean it can't do the lighter stuff as well. So, that's what makes it so versatile. But if you're a hand loader, you can do whatever the heck you want. So that's the way I look at it. So anyway, but yeah, if you guys got any ideas, something you want to talk about, or if you've seen something that somebody's doing with the 6.8 Western, or maybe some hunts that people have been very successful with, pictures. If you want to send me pictures, you could just send them to my email, and it's let's see, what is that? Montana Music 6.8, if I remember right. But or you can put it on my Facebook as well, Montana Music's Outdoor Channel. Send me some pictures. If the email is on my homepage, so it's on there if you want to find it. But anyway, if you got any pictures of your hunts or stuff like that, it's something we can talk about in the future, with maybe a bear hunt, since it's bear season, and anything really, your elk or deer or whatever. Maybe if I was thinking those 130s would make a really good antelope round. So even the 136 terminal ascents would be interesting to see what 136s would do on a bigger animal, because it's going fast. It's got that hybrid monolithic bonded design, and they push pretty hard. I'll tell you, they got some penetration. So, and they really mushroom good. I think you guys would be surprised how well they'd work on bigger game too. So anyway, let me know. I'm kind of rambling, but let me know what you guys think, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and hope you enjoyed this podcast. And we'll figure out something, especially if you guys give me some ideas. We'll figure out something for the next one. Hopefully, I'll have some footage or something of, or I'll probably do some videos of our hunt, and we can talk about that too as soon as that gets done. So, but thanks guys for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. And it's time for this one to end. So we'll catch you later.